Ciao comrades and hola compañeros, welcome, pleasure to have you here. Big day today because the best PS Vita port of 2025 has just arrived. Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. This is an open world game, you can run around, you can jump around with your grappling gun, you can fly around with your suit, and you can drive around in a Batmobile, and of course you can fight bad guys, plus much more. So let's look at the installation and all you need to know. First and foremost, huge thanks to Rinne for bringing us this magnificent piece of Gameloft's mobile history. It's greatly appreciated. This port was only possible due to his recent breakthrough discovery for Vita GL, depth stencil hack, which allows us to abuse Vita's GPU. That can potentially save us a lot of memory. And it saved us quite a lot of memory, not potentially but very realistically, even for the games like Punk Adventures with 25% performance bump or Timble with Park. And what's more, while Rinne was finalizing the Batman beta release, he completely rewrote the shader pipeline, bringing a ton of improvements. You can see all of them on the screen right now. These findings might help other ports too, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's look at the installation first. So how to install it? This is the official GitHub release page with all the instructions, link is down below. This is a quick introduction: Batman Dark Knight Rises, wrapper, Android wrapper, known issues, we'll get to it shortly. This is release 0.8, initial beta release, and here are setup instructions. As always, you need 3 plugins: Kubridge, FDFix and Shady Compiler. If you've installed any other Android port on your Vita, you got them all already installed, so no worries about them. Then you need to get the mobile game in form of the APK and OBB files. I can't go through them step by step because YouTube doesn't like it and it's gonna flag this video as harmful and dangerous content. It's all the same like always, but this is the different part. You're gonna need to do some additional steps with Total Commander with this plugin. It doesn't look as difficult, but I'm sure you need to focus to get it right. In case you're facing any issues, there is always our Discord where people are able to help you. So you're gonna end up with a crass folder in your UX0 data. This is it. The size is 1.8 gigabytes. And this is what the inside of the folder looks like. Always forgetting about the install the VPK part, so of course if you have all the data set correctly, then you're just gonna download and install VPK, then you can launch it and go into the game. Now before we're gonna launch the game, we can also play with bunch of graphical settings, as you can see here. The game ships with an optimized preset to balance between frame rate and graphics quality. If you wish to change any settings, you can do so by editing these files, these .xml files. All the files are located in this path, UX0 data class/data/options. And here, as you can see, there are all the XML files. But we are only interested in 4 of them: Vita, mem, CPU and GPU Vita.xml. For example, I go to CPU Vita.xml and here we can play with bunch of options. Here, as you can see, enhanced 3D sounds, reverb, coronas, traffic density, and bunch of other settings, water splashes. We can set all of those. You can change any option simply by clicking X on it. And here this is enabled because it says true, but if you want to disable it, you put false in there. Then you just back out with the circle, once again circle, and then you press, you want to save modifications, yes or no. And if you want to save it, you press yes. Another settings are in a GPU Vita.xml file. Here, as you can see, there is quite a lot of them. There is a lot of it. I wouldn't necessarily change anything if you don't know what you're doing. Leave it all as it is. Now we can finally launch the game. The loading takes a bit time, but it's not terrible. Let's quickly check options. Inside there is language options. You can change the language: Portuguese, Chinese, France, Japanese, Spanish, German, and we can just adjust some sound settings. That's pretty much it from the options. And then we can either choose a chapter or we can continue from what I started before, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I've launched it and now I'm playing it and it feels great. I've played this game already before, long time ago, but I didn't get very far and I don't really remember much. If you haven't changed any setting, the game is gonna be running around 30-35 frames per second, which is certainly playable. Also, please make sure you fully overclock your Vita to get the most of it. All the controls are solid and they are all mapped on the physical Vita joysticks, buttons and triggers. It controls very nicely. Rinne has released it as a beta release 0.8 because there are some issues like audio crackling here and there. Then the game may start to glitch sometimes. If this happens, just close it and launch again. I've played it for like half an hour and I haven't experienced any glitches whatsoever. There might be also some stutters due to asset streaming. I feel like all of these issues are really minor. He released it at extremely high request of people that wanted to play it, and I'm super happy he did, cause I wanted to try it too. Please report any issue you encounter, especially any crash, and if you want to help with the development, we are looking for enlarging the shader cache. So basically, if you will play a lot of this game and you get very far, that's how you can help. You can then provide your shader cache. I've been playing with changing some graphical settings, enabling rain or high resolution HUD, better audio. I think it's best just to leave it as it is on the balanced preset. That's how you're gonna have the most fun with it, in my opinion. The gameplay feels surprisingly solid. I mean, I was a bit surprised. It's true open world experience. I was just climbing on the rooftops, flying around, and I was having a good time. The combat is okay, it's not as refined as original Arkham games, but I can certainly feel that's what they were inspired by. There is also some story going on, but I wasn't really paying much attention to it. You got a bunch of gadgets available, you can also buy new ones, you can earn skill points and then you can get new skills or upgrade old ones. This upgrading system, it's quite refined. There is quite a lot of customization that you can do, which is great because it adds a lot of depth. Driving a car feels also good. I was just a bit surprised the gas is mapped on the D-pad. But that's just my minor nitpick, would be better to have it anywhere else. But I feel like future updates are gonna address this issue. Overall, I think this is amazing game and amazing Vita port. There is of course the Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate native Vita game, but I wasn't really a big fan of that one. This Batman mobile spin-off, on the other hand, is much better and much more fun in my opinion. It is certainly worth installing if you have modded Vita. It's great addition to the homebrew library for sure. What do you think? Is it better than Blackgate? I'm going back to play some more missions. I'm sure the latest breakthrough discovery for Vita GL is going to help more ports with performance. Certainly looking forward to those. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, join, subscribe, whatever your heart craves for. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to all of my channel members and Patreons for their continued support. It's greatly appreciated and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Almost forgot to tell you that the Rayhan contest is officially over, winners has been announced and they also received their prizes. If you wanna see how it ended up, please check the latest video.